Yeah, well, my sexuality, my personality,
Mm,
it's gone.
mm,
It's erased completely.
yeah,
No more sexuality, no more personality.
right.
I don't even who I am or what is my purpose here. No, I'm just I'm just flesh. you know, uh, I feel nothing. But I don't feel sad. Don't feel happy. I don't feel anything. Not existent libido. It's not low libido. This is not existent libido. It's erased, gone. No morning good, no more, no night good. Anedonia, fucking hell, blonded, completely zombie, man. A fucking zombie. I wake up like a zombie. I go to bed like a fucking zombie. Zombie all the time. No emotions at all. Nothing. Blankness. At best, I can sit here, my couch, watch some TV, watch some, play some video games. Maybe once a week, I go for dinner, at best.
Hello and welcome to the Moral Medicine channel. My name is Eric, and today I have the honor of interviewing Luis about his horrific experience with the devastating condition known as PSSD. So, Luis, thank you so much for coming on the channel and for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, hey, Eric. And first of all, I want to say thank you because I appreciate the effort that PFS Network is doing, man. And I'm really glad to be here with you talking. We have a previous talk. It was great. Well, I'm not so much glad to be a victim of this dehumanizing disease. You know, um, some call it, some people call it a disease, some a syndrome. I call it a fucking hell, man, because it is what it is. And yeah, I wanna share a little about my story and how my life has been this year. And well, I want to apologize in advance because English is not my native language, but I probably get short in my answers, but I want to do my best.
No pressure. So, yeah, thank you so much for coming on the program, and obviously we share a lot of symptoms, so I can totally relate to what you're going through, Luis. And I thought a good starting point would be to ask you to describe your life before taking the drug. So, firstly, I believe that you took paroxetine. Is that correct?
Yeah, I took paroxetine. Where to start?
Yeah.
Um,
So, why
yeah,
don't you tell us about, yeah, tell us about your life before you took paroxetine.
yeah. Well, Eric, I do believe I had a great life. A simple one, normal and beautiful one. And all changed, all changed when I took the drug. And I wasn't so much an achiever or something, in a sense of looking to be rich and, and that, but in a sense of the idea of having what is necessary in my life, just being able to provide for my family, for my loved ones, to enjoy life. And there wasn't a reason to be depressed. I had my family, had my friend, had a good circle, and I had everything. I didn't know that. And I was a normal person, but I was a passionate one. I really enjoyed music, concerts, traveling. Yeah, I remember that when I made a mistake one day, I always told to myself, don't worry, let it pass, and tomorrow it's gonna be better." And yeah, my life was good, man. Was
So
great.
you had a great life before you developed this disease, supportive family, good friendship circle. Yeah, you were active. You had a good life before.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah,
Luis, can you tell me briefly when did you decide to take paroxetine and why did you decide to take it? What was the problem that prompted you to take paroxetine?
yeah. What happened, Eric, that it wasn't even prescribed, something prescribed. So I had my psychology sessions, my normal psychology sessions, like that I had. I don't remember, maybe twice a month. You know, just to take out, my feelings and shit.
Mm.
And I remember that I told to my psychologist, I told him, "Hey, I'm not sleeping very well. I'm not sleeping well. I don't know why. I feel a little bit anxious, and it wasn't a big deal, man. But because it was my psychologist, I thought I needed to tell him that the answer that I was expecting was, yeah, do this exercise, breathe, and that stuff, and maybe a tea of this herb. I don't know, some tools, some psychologist tool. But I don't know why he told me the first option was, "Hey, would you like to try some SSRI?" I
Mhm.
didn't even know about those drugs, man, those meds, and it went so fast. No, that I don't know. I trust the professional, because he is a professional. He knows how to solve those things. And I remember the first thing I said to him was, "No, I don't want to try that, man." But I was at the end of the day, I decided to trust him. Uh, but I spent like 2 weeks, and I spent, yeah, 2 weeks thinking, yeah, whether take them or not. But at the end of the day, I decided to take them,
Mm.
to take it. And I asked him about any sides, any issues with those meds, if they have any signs that I should be worried about.
Mm.
And he said, "No, just like this. No, no, they're pretty safe. Uh, I prescribe this all the time.
Mm.
There are people that are living with these meds for 2, 3 years." 2 weeks, I did my research. I asked some some friends, some people that I know about their experiences with this meds, and they told me they hadn't had any issue, but they didn't tell me, "Yeah, it's helping me," or something like that.
So
So
you went to the medical practitioner for a very mild issue, which was, some mild anxiety, and you trusted his professional opinion, and you asked specifically about side effects, and you were told it's totally safe. People take this all the time without any issues. And this
yeah,
was
that's it.
for a very mild issue that you had, mild anxiety. Otherwise, you had a great life. I think everyone, even people who have great lives, they have problems every now and then. So it's totally natural for you to consult with someone that you trust regarding potential solutions to something that was bothering you. So Louis, you inquired as to the safety profile of paroxetine, and you were specifically told that it's totally safe. Were you told about any potential side effects when you asked?
No,
No,
as no, as you
at all.
said, no. Uh,
No.
I asked the thing that I never thought that this could be possible in the first place. Um, and I asked him that if there any sides,
Hmm.
should I should I be worried about any side and stuff? And he said no. He just told me that some dizziness, constipation, diarrhea, and something like that.
Okay.
That's why at the end of the day, say I gave it a shot. But he didn't tell me about the potential risk of developing this syndrome. Never.
Right.
And I asked him several times, even for for tests. I remember texting him, "Hey, are you sure? Because I really want to try." And the answer always um, was no.
Right. So you inquired during the consultation, but then you also followed up via text just to make sure, and you were definitively told that there was no risk. So you are absolutely not provided with informed consent. So
No,
so Louis, I'd like to then talk a little bit about your experience taking the drug. So how long did you take paroxetine for? And when did you first notice that something was wrong?
yeah, well, to be honest, during the treatment, I didn't feel much. Um, I just felt a little bit apathetic
Mm,
and a little bit numb.
mm,
And I wasn't having the same energy that
mm,
I used to have. And I was taking the minimum dose, which is 5 milligrams a day. It's like nothing. And I took him for a month and a week, and that was it. I didn't feel much, just dizziness, a little bit numb, a little bit apathetic. When I quit the drug, I took him from March to April last year. From March to April last year, and I didn't feel much. And when I quit the drug, I felt like, oh, I'm free now. I the day after I quit the drug, I didn't have withdrawal. I felt better without that drug. I regained my energy. Uh, I felt more emotional. Mm, I was finally happy because I wasn't taking the drug anymore.
mhm,
I stopped taking it because yeah, it wasn't helping at all.
mm,
just it was just making me numb, and that wasn't me. I remember told to myself, this wasn't me. I need to quit this drug. I don't need it. I just wanted to sleep. That was it. I just want to sleep. Took the minimum dose for a month and a week. Quit. Okay. But some weeks later, symptoms of PSSD start to begin to appear. And the weird thing is that they appear like little by little, suddenly. All started like feeling numb, feeling apathetic, and libido was downhill. I remember that.
So,
Uh,
Luis, you took the drug for just over a month and then you
yeah,
quit. You felt
yeah,
better once you stopped taking the drug. You felt better. So, you didn't feel too good on the drug. Your energy went down. You were kind of numb and apathetic. Then you stopped taking the drug and you felt better after that. So, your emotions kind of came back, your energy, things of that nature. How long
that's
after
right.
you stopped taking the drug did you start to develop the symptoms that you were just describing, like lowered libido, feeling numb, apathetic, things of that nature?
Yeah, as you said, I took it for over a month. Then I quit and
Mhm,
felt better instantly the day after I quit. Stronger emotions, stronger sex drive was insane. As always, libido was skyrocketed.
mhm,
All good, man.
mhm,
I remember even throw that pills in the trash because I don't need this.
mhm,
And yeah, that was March to April. I spent April and May without any issues, you know, living well, doing exercise. I was doing a lot of exercise at that time. I was doing some gym. I'm not a gym guy, but I was doing some gym. I was dancing at night, class of salsa dancing. And yeah, I was doing excellent. I was doing great. All May, my favorite month, you know, spring and that. And in starting June, I noticed that I was feeling more apathetic day by day.
mhm.
I and there wasn't a reason, man, because I was in my prime, you know. I was dating girls. I was, all the good stuff, man. I dating girls, having fun, parties, traveling. I live near to the beach, so I was having excellent weekends. All the good stuff, man. There wasn't a reason. I had my family, have a healthy relationships, friendships. I was doing all the good stuff. There wasn't not a single reason. What? So why the fuck should be depressed? No? Not a single one. And all started little by little. That I started feeling without energy,
Mm.
like apathetic. It wasn't even depressed. It was apathetic, and I wasn't enjoying much sets. I wasn't enjoy um, dating. I wasn't enjoy dancing, and I love dancing. I love music. I I could listen to music since I wake up to when I go to bed, and I wasn't enjoying anything at all now. And uh, it was so weird because it wasn't me at all. I was changing, and why I asked. So the symptoms of numbing, of emotional is blonding, genital numbness start appearing little by little.
Mm.
I was no more sensitivity during intercourses, um, anhedonia starting appearing little by little until one Sunday. I remember the day,
Mm,
June 12th, June last year,
mm,
was a switch.
mm,
Yeah, I had this great weekend with my family. We went to Mexico City
mm,
to spend the weekend there. Uh, we we spent the weekend there in a hotel. We visited there a lot of places, museums, Zocalo and stuff. And I really enjoyed that weekend. Was the last weekend that I enjoyed. I came back home, went had the energy to went to a party that Saturday, and even met a girl there, even had sex for the last time, man. And the day after that weekend was a Sunday. Well, was a Sunday, and I just woke up dead.
right.
For the first time, I woke up feeling empty, like big time.
Mm,
Never had, never felt like that.
mm,
Never in my life. I had normal problems. People die, family die, but this is life, you know.
mm,
But what I felt like day was scary as fuck, man.
mm,
Scary. Uh, my also plus my dick was dead. Oh, for the first time,
mm,
wasn't I had no morning erection,
mm,
no no craving for enjoy the day, for enjoy the
mm,
life,
mm,
for
mm,
looking for fun, you know.
mm,
The first time in the morning was putting some music and planning the day. What I'm gonna do today? Let's go there. No, I was empty, man.
mm.
Emptiness, and
So,
that's where the nightmare started.
right. So, Louis, if you could just describe all of your symptoms. So, do I have it correct? You have you still have to this day, you have genital numbness, you have loss of sex drive, you have loss of energy, you have general kind of emotional blunting, loss of libido, no more morning wood. So this
No,
is quite an array of both cognitive as well as very physical symptoms that you suffer from, and they're obviously very extreme in nature, and it's a total contrast between what you experience now, which is, as you described it, a nightmare, versus your life before this when you were very happy, socially active, great family life.
yeah,
Is this more or less accurate, Luis?
yeah. Well, my sexuality, my personality,
Mm,
it's gone.
mm,
It's erased
right,
completely.
yeah,
No more sexuality, no more personality.
right.
I don't even who I am or what is my purpose here. No, I'm just I'm just flesh. you know, uh, I feel nothing. But I don't feel sad. Don't feel happy. I don't feel anything. Not existent libido. It's not low libido. This is not existent libido. It's erased, gone. No morning good. No more. No night good. Anedonia. Fucking hell. Blonded. Completely zombie, man. A fucking zombie. I wake up like a zombie. I go to bed like a fucking zombie. Zombie all the time. No emotions at all. Nothing. Blankness. At best, I can sit here, my couch, watch some TV, watch some play some video games. Maybe once a week, I go for dinner, at best.
Right, right. I'd like to make a quick note here at this point, and I'd like to get you to comment on this, Luis. Based on everything that you told me, it seems kind of ridiculous that you would psych yourself into believing that you have some sort of condition that you don't actually have. First of all, the fact that you have these physical symptoms like genital numbness, but also I think more importantly, the fact that you were living a very active, active life in terms of swimming by the beach. You had a very good family life. You had an active sex life, social life, all these things, and you were also taking care of your body, going to the gym. It seems very weird to me that a month or so after stopping the drug, maybe 2 months, all of a sudden you would trick yourself into believing that you had this wide array of different, very pronounced problems. It seems to me very far-fetched that you would trick yourself into believing that you had all these problems 2 months after you stopped taking the drug. So, yeah, I think also, especially the fact that you have issues like no morning wood and things like this. This is something obviously that you either wake up with in the morning or you don't. Doesn't seem really like a problem that is related to psychology. That's my opinion. So I thought I would just make a point to draw that contrast for the audience, people watching this, so that they can ask themselves what seems most likely, that you concocted this fairy tale, or that you are dealing with very profound physical changes to your endocrine system or some other aspect of your body that is producing this wide array of different physical and severe cognitive issues as well. So, yeah. Luis, I wanted to ask you, can you describe the impact that PSSD has had on your life in general? Obviously, you've had this for a while now, and you did a very good job articulating the very positive and fulfilling life that you had before you took paroxetine, before you developed PSSD. Could you just describe the impact that PSSD has had on your life?
Yeah. Well, PSSD impact every aspect of my life. Um, not being able to feel love, not being able to connect with people, and not being able to use my sexuality even for coping,
Mm.
not being able to function like a human being. Well, impact all aspects of my life. Since I have no energy, if I can work at all, and I was so full of energy, taking my personality, taking my sexuality, my energy. Well, this drug took everything from me. So technically, med, this psychiatry med, this med prescribed by a professional, technically killed me. Now I'm not able. I'm not able to do anything, and I can function like this. I force myself to do stuff time to time. Some little job here, little job there. Spend at least one day with my family that I used to love so fucking much. I can believe that I can fall in love so easily. Like even smelling a woman perfume in the street. That odor, that perfume. will stuck in my mind for weeks, you know.
Mm.
um, they say that, well, I say, li- like living like libido is not living at all, and I'm not talking about sex, because libido is more than that. You know, it's like this vital force. Libido is a vital force that keeps you going, keeps you pushing. And since I don't have that, I don't know what I want. I don't know, I have no thoughts. I have no goals. I'm not craving for anything. Not craving for fun. Not craving for sex. Not craving for love. Yeah. I just don't want anything.
Well, Luis, I'm so sorry that this has happened to you, and I thank you so much for your bravery coming on our channel and sharing your experience with this devastating condition known as PSSD. So thank you so much for coming on the channel today.
Thank to you, man.
Yeah, thank you, Luis. And one final note. So I would encourage everyone to have a look at the PSSD network as well as the PFS network, and to consider making a financial contribution to the ongoing research efforts of both organizations. So thank you so much again, Luis, for coming on the channel. And do you have any final words for the audience?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to you and the Moral Medicine channel, to you and Mark, such a great person. And yeah, living with this, they say they're not the same and stuff, but both and all these syndromes are hell on earth, man. And we just gotta keep pushing, because that's the way out.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I encourage, even if they don't speak well like me, yeah, it is important to make this step. And I don't know, maybe in another interview I will be more prepared and less nervous that I am today, right now. And yeah, and if you allow me, I would like to say something in Spanish very,
Sure.
very quickly. Y también quiero decirle a los que hablan español, que los que estamos hablando español, que tenemos que unirnos, ya sea España o América Latina. Y si alguien aquí en la comunidad habla español, lo sabe, y quiere entrevistar o platicar, pues yo estoy disponible para hacerlo. Thank you, Eric. Thank, thank you for the opportunity to speak here. And man, I have no words. We gotta change this. We are dead, man. We are practically dead. This is how I feel. I feel dead. I'm not able to live. We gotta change this, man.
Well said, Luis. And thank you so much for being a part of that change. And thank you, everyone, for viewing our content today. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and please take part in changing this situation. Very much appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.